We risked our necks just lugging him back. And you wanted to search the clearing too?
Calm down. He saved your life 6 months ago. We couldn't just leave him behind.
Dead folks don't give a fuck where they rest. But I do. I mean, who could do this to a human being?
I know who. It's those mercenaries. They were looking for the doctor, and they found Gray instead.
Bullshit. Mercs wouldn't do it.
People ain't mutants. They're capable of anything. Now hush. I'm gonna figure out what molds Gray like that. Maybe then we can hunt the fuckers down.
Buzz off.
Sorry, Lorna. Not a good time. We're not open for business right now.
So why don't you get the fuck out of here? And shut the door on your way out.
We're not open for business, but we can chat. Keep it short. You can see what's going on here.
Who did him in?
I wish I knew. 2 of our guys went on a job for McLuhan. We found one of them close by, like this. It might be those mercs that just showed up here. Hell knows what they're up to.
Now, mercs are all right. They get their pay, they do their thing. But, Gray, someone went out of their way to make him suffer. Cutting him off real slow.
I'm looking for the doctor. I heard you might know where to find him.
You too? Are you working with the mercs, you son of a bitch? Answer me!
Put the gun down. Now. And you, Loner. Why are you so interested in the doctor?
I'm looking for S.T.A.L.K.E.R. The doctor knows where to find him.
I don't know why you need S.T.A.L.K.E.R, but finding the doctor ain't exactly a walk in the park either. No one knows where the doctor lives. All we know is he helps the wounded, both human and mutant. He saved my life some 5 years ago.
Why didn't your buddy, the doctor, step in for Gray, huh? Too busy stitching a tentacle back to a bloodsucker's ass. Or are we hunters worse than mutants?
If he didn't help, he couldn't. Or didn't want to. Or maybe the mercs got to him first.
Are these mercs looking for the doctor, too?
They swung by the other day, asking where the doctor was at, where he was last seen. Throwing money around, so I told them as much as I could. If I'd known what would come of it, I'd have shut my fucking trap, as Hornet would say.
Tell me more about the doctor.
Want me to do a little dance for you while I'm at it? Everybody's got questions about him. First the mercs, now the loners.
It can get much worse. The doctor is a legend around here. Nobody really knows where he's holed up. But if you're injured, he'll track you down and lend a hand. Well, at least he used to.
I'm telling you, it was the doctor. We've been hunting his pets. That's why he came after us.
You're an idiot, Hornet. The doctor saved my ass once. And I've been in the hunting business around here for a solid decade.
What are you guys doing here, anyway?
Breathing flesh's first stew. We're hunting, what else? We can't all go anomaly diving and playing detective. Sometimes scientists cut us a check for some mutants, or freedom tosses us a job. Life's pretty decent here. Or at least it used to be. I used to feel at home in these woods. But now, it's like I'm locked up all over again. Like that one time back in Garbage. Enemies everywhere, nowhere to run.
Well, find them.
Or they'll find us first. Just like Gray.
So where should I start looking for him?
Ray was gonna stake out a place where the doctor was spotted before. It was a while ago, but I don't have any other leads. If it was those mercs, maybe they left something behind.
So that's why you've been chattering away for 2 hours straight? Huh? You're thinking of sending a loner to snoop around the clearing?
You're after the doctor, Stalker, and I'm looking for the bastards who did Gray in. Why don't we lend each other a hand?
Don't listen to him, loner. 2 fellas took on McCluder's job. Gray and a new guy. You can see what's left of him. Something's fishy. If you go after them, you might not make it back out.
Thanks for the help. And the heads up.
If those mercs were behind it, watch your step out there. And if it wasn't them, be even more careful.
Better yet, get out of here while you still can. Before it gets worse.
Stalker, what are you doing here? Ah, it hurts.
I'm looking for the doctor.
We were looking for him too, but he got to us first. We were sent here to track down the doctor. I told Wolfhound not to take the job. We don't even know the client. I figured we'd be safe here, with all these anomalies and radiation around. But he just ploughed right through, you know? The Geiger's off the charts, and he's just strolling around.
Who is he?
The doctor! It was him! He's the one who took out those hunters, then came gunning for us. He knew we were onto him. I couldn't do anything. He dropped two of our guys with a sniper rifle. Bang! Bang! Gone! And then he walked right through the radiation. I put 2 rounds in him. The guy didn't even blink. Next thing I knew, he was right up in my face, point blank. I've used up all my medkits. I'm not gonna make it, am I?
Here. Take this. It'll help.
Thanks, Loner. I hope the guys get back soon.
Alpha team, we've tracked him down to the cemetery. We need backup ASAP. I repeat, everyone, get your asses over here.
He's about to off them all. You gotta help him, Stalker. He's gonna wipe them all out.
scumbag. Did anyone catch where he went? I'm forwarding the coordinates to the client. Watch my back. Commander, there's someone else trying to flank us. Take them all down. Must be a grateful patient coming to the rescue.
Shoot to kill!
He didn't kill them by choice. The monolith guided him to hunt me with live bait. And I won't let you finish him. Enough deaths.
So, it was him who killed the mercenaries and hunters.
They were bait. A way to catch my attention.
But you hadn't helped them.
How many lives can a dead doctor save? Sometimes you need to make small sacrifices so you can save more lives later.
Is he going to make it?
I've treated worse injuries. Even on monolithians. Especially on monolithians.
He spilled a lot of blood to get here. His own, and other people's.
And so did you, I imagine. I'm aware of what he's done, but he's injured and needs help. That's all that matters to me.
So, this is what the real doctor looks like.
Do you know him? This monolithian?
Strider. His name's Strider.
That's a good name. An honest name. You were looking for the doctor. Well, you've found him. Now, what do you want from me?
I'm looking for any information about S.T.A.L.K.E.R. I know you two have some history.
I doubt S.T.A.L.K.E.'s figured out how to bring the dead back to life. So it's up to us to help Strider. Everything else can wait.
You think there's still a chance to help him?
In a way, Strider's fortunate to be a monolithian. There's something that can help men like him, but not us. I've marked a former monolithian hospital on your PDA. If they've tapped into the old stashes, you might find a regenerator there. Along with the monolithians themselves, of course. I'd ask you to spare the wounded and keep them alive. But it's your call, Stalker.
A regenerator. What's that?
A creation of sea consciousness. It helps the monolithians to heal even the most grievous injuries and get radiation out of their bodies faster. Unfortunately, it only works on those who lack resistance to external control after being completely stripped of sea immunity. Trading one's freedom for the chance to wander through the CNPP during an emission is a devil's bargain. But no one asked their opinion on the matter.
Why are you so concerned about his life?
Because it's the only thing we truly possess. No matter how bad we believe it to be. Now go. Don't waste any more time.
It's very suspicious.
Monolith, help our brethren in them.
I'm moving. Come on, brothers. Keep.
In service to your will. Reveal the cunning plans of your enemies.
Under the dome and head to the basement. Waiting for you there.
How long did you know each other?
Not long. I met him on Wild Island, back when he was still human.
He was someone who had everything taken away from him. His past, his ability to fight back, even his name. We go to great lengths to cover up our mistakes.
What do you mean, Doctor?
After years of work, a group of scientists managed to tap into the noosphere, the Earth's informational field, an achievement comparable at best to the conquest of space. It was a turning point not just for science, but for the fates of the human race. However, as with all people, each of my colleagues was truly interested in only one person: himself. They began to dream of worldwide fame, of laurels crowning their bald, shiny heads. Naturally, the truth couldn't come out about secret laboratories, brutal experiments, and other such dubious undertakings. It was out of the question. And so, they all got carried away with their dream of a perfect world. You know how the saying goes, great minds think alike, though fools seldom differ. And lo and behold, what do we have decades later? The Zone, in our image, after our likeness.
You were there, right? For the Sea Consciousness Project?
I was once as deluded as they were, but my doubts soon outweighed their confidence. And so when the experiment took place, one of the pods was left empty. The eighth one, or rather, the first, Dr. Kaimanov's pod. My pod. And so you've solved yet another mystery of the Zone, Stalker. Perhaps the most unsettling one. Dr. Kaimanov. Pleased to meet you.
The scientists you mentioned, Sea Consciousness, they're still alive.
No, that can't be. Strelok dealt with them back in 2012.
I spoke to the representative through the visiograph in Malachite. They still exist in some kind of form he called subtle matter.
Subtle matter? But that's impossible! That means it's still going on.
What do you know about subtle matter?
It was a theory developed by Valentin Darlin, the leader of Sea Consciousness. Apparently, he's now become the image of the representative. Back in the day, He ridiculed my calculations regarding the existence of the noosphere, while I firmly believed that subtle matter was unscientific. In the end, I turned out to be right. But if he was also close to the truth, that changes everything. According to his theory, subtle matter can preserve a reflection of a person's mind, their personality. If you're implying the representative is real, that means they actually succeeded.
Before me, S.T.A.L.K.E.R was the only one who'd spoken to the representative. That was back in 2012, before C consciousness died. S.T.A.L.K.E.R managed to reach the center of the zone and return unscathed.
Then S.T.A.L.K.E.R probably knows more about subtle matter than I do, along with the C technologies that C consciousness has mastered during their 6 years of frenetic activity. Chances are, he's still researching it to this day.
I want to find out if subtle matter is real. Things like this shouldn't be left to blind faith.
The scientific method isn't just about the experiment. It's about being able to replicate it. And I happen to know how to test a few of my hunches. If only Valentine could see me now. Well, perhaps he can. We tried to connect to the noosphere as an experiment in the Orbita underground lab. Back then, I saw nothing like the afterlife. But now, with the zone, I think the truth is worth taking a risk. But first, you need to get the cartridge from the signature station in a different lab. X3, near the cordon. It's been 20 years, so the entrances I knew of are long destroyed, but stalkers always find a way. Talk to Sidorovich, he's in charge of the cordon, and could have heard some stories about X3. I'll send you the code to the cartridge slot. Take it, and head to Orbita. Good luck.
Well, well. Just like old times. The zone's freaking out. The monolithians shoot whatever they see, and stalkers are jumping at their own shadows. But none of it affects business. It just keeps getting better and better.
I need to get to X3. Do you know where it is?
I am busting my ass, trying to find it. And you waltz in here expecting me to serve it to you on a silver platter? How the hell did you get word of it?
The doctor told me about it.
You're quite a well-connected stalker. If it's the doctor himself, those rumors must be true after all. All right, let's cut to the chase. I don't give a damn why the hell you want X3. But since we're both in the know now, how about a little swap? I'll tell you what I know, and you do me a favor. Deal?
What do you want me to do?
I need you to retrieve a package for me. Some thugs off to the courier who was supposed to bring it to me. My men found him dead, and the package was missing. I really don't like folks sticking their ugly noses in my business. Do you catch my drift?
Okay, I'll get your delivery back. Where did your people find the courier again?
Not far from here, near the old vehicle station. Just make sure the package gets here in one piece. As for the bandits, do whatever you want. If you take them out, I might even add a tip.
You weren't so quiet this time, Skiff. My men have had you in their crosshairs for a while. You want to talk? Back at the commissary, we managed to part on good terms. Maybe we can do that again. Come on in. Keep your cool, and the guys will let you pass. You have my word.
Looks like we can kiss the dough goodbye, bro. I told ya, never take a gig unless they...
You want to chat? Sure, why not?
I'm alright, bro. These days, being alive and kicking is good news. So long, buddy.
Present arms. What the fuck is that? Where'd you dig this thing up?
I just...
You'll end up with a bullet in your dome if this thing jams in a fight. Clean it up.
You've got the whole arsenal tonight. And if I spot even one speck of dust... What a dumbass. Zero discipline. And I can't say I'm thrilled to see you either, Skiff. I know your type. Wherever you go, death follows. Well, whose pretty little toes have I stepped on this time? I doubt you're here to catch up with an old friend.
You cross Sidorovich, and he's not happy.
Fuck. I had a hunch that courier job was fishy. But, you know, in times like these, you gotta do what you gotta do to survive.
Who tipped you off about the courier?
I couldn't care less about names these days, Skiff. Only coupons. And that was one sweet gig. Yeah, I shoved my ethics up my ass. Imagine that. And I don't regret it one bit. Besides, I owe it to my guys. They didn't ditch me at the commissary when I was down. They might be no different from rodents, but I'm just like them now. At least I'm alive.
How did you end up here? A stick-up? Sounds too petty for someone like you.
I had to move here. It was the will of the fucking monolith. You have no idea what those whack jobs did at Garbage. We ain't even human beings to them, Skiff. We're just filthy rodents that need a bullet or a boot to get out of their way.
I need the cargo that Sidorovich's courier had with him, Roosevelt.
Sure, I'll hand it over. On one condition. The last thing I need right now is a war with Sidorovich. But after this, he'll probably shoot me on sight. However, he might be willing to talk about our fate with you.
Fair enough. Hand me the package and I'll pass your apology on to Sidorovich.
Here. You sort it out with him, and I'll owe you one. You have my word.
Meds are getting to be pricier than artifacts. You gotta think twice.
You are alive, you lucky dog.
You were looking for a package. I got it. Now tell me everything you know about X3.
I knew a stalker once called the Marked One. Much like you, he jumped into all kinds of risky gigs. No questions asked. A valuable and rare talent. Folks like that are where Zone legends come from. Guess I shouldn't ask what happened to the bandits, huh?
I thought you had everything under control here.
I do. You did the job in the end, didn't you? And those couriers. If they stopped getting into trouble, I wouldn't be able to sleep at night. 'Cause it just wouldn't feel like the Zone anymore.
The bandits don't want to start a war with you. They said they didn't know the courier was yours, and they're hoping you'll understand.
They realized whose pie they stuck their fingers in, huh? Fine, they can leave. I'll find some use for those idiots. So, you want to hear about X3? All right, here's the scoop. Not long ago, a little birdie told me the swamps were swarming with folk, looking for artifacts. All because someone found a way into an old base, proving the rumors right. The bald forest prick kept bragging about how business was booming. I was intrigued, so I started digging into our local goss. And the most interesting rumor I heard was about the Oasis, right here at the Cordon.
What is the link between the Oasis and X3?
I've seen some documents where it was listed under the number 3. Oasis, 3, your ex, also 3. See where I'm going? We're looking for the same thing, or at least for something closely connected. Because according to those documents, the only way to the Oasis is through the abandoned laboratory. But here's the catch. We have the key to the door, the decoder you took from the bandits. But where is this door? Hell knows.
Who told you about the Oasis anyway?
Somebody who's got full of shit written all over his face. He was just messing with me. And when the time came to back it up, he vanished. Poof, gone for good.
Are you suggesting I find the entrance myself? Where?
Not just suggesting. If we are the only ones who know the way to the Oasis, that information could be worth a pretty penny. As for where, ask the locals. Someone might have heard more than I. Sometimes even campfire gossip ain't all bullshit.
So, how are you? How's your health?
I'm interested in the old lab here at the Cordon. Maybe one of your patients said something about it?
They say all sorts of things, especially when the strong painkillers kick in. I've heard about the lab too. Just a few months back, Red got woozy after a shot and started babbling about embryos, test tubes, snort. Stay away from it, he kept saying. Man, that was quite a side effect. I even had to double the dose in his IV bag the next day. Messed him up pretty bad.
Red? Who's that?
Oh, he's a legend around here. I'm surprised you haven't heard of him. He saved S.T.A.L.K.E.R himself back in the day. Yanked him out of a death truck, barely alive, and dragged him over to S.T.A.L.K.E.R. He can spin that tale for you himself. When he gets back, that is.
So, where's Red now?
He's got a schedule. 2 weeks out in the zone, then a couple of days here. You won't believe the stories he has to tell about his adventures. He's running late this time, though. Haven't seen him in about 3 weeks.
Why do I say? Let me see you guys up. A roller comes up to a wall. I want to join you guys. It's time to work. Keep going.
Are you stupid? The warden comes. The loader's like...
The prices here have always been ridiculous. But now that the
I
mafia...
haven't been getting a lot of sleep. I wake up every time I hear a noise, thinking it's so dark.
Well, the situation is pretty much the same everywhere. Either folk are trying to shore up their defenses before a monolith arrives, or they are already a pile of corpses. So, I don't recommend going anywhere right now, unless you really have some place to be. And make sure you double your ammo before you go out. I won't be checking your ammo, of course, or giving you any of my own.
I hear there was an old lab at the Cordon. I want to know more about it.
What's so special about that place? First that dark guy, now you. I'll give you the same advice I gave him. Stay away.
Dark? Who's that?
A seasoned stalker, by the looks of it. But there was something rotten about him, if you ask me. He roped in some rookies with big promises, but never said a word about the actual deal. Then he had a long chat with Sidorovich. Judging from their sour mugs, they clearly didn't see eye to eye. In the end, I made it clear he'd overstayed his welcome. But if you're looking for this dark guy, here's the coordinates. You can figure out if he's a rat or my guts off.
Joke won't sell itself. Two stalkers are at a bar. Tomorrow, one exclaims, I'm gonna quit drinking. I'm so
Why didn't those blind dogs eat our sausage? Asked the first. They're blind.
Where do you think you're going, loner?
Is Dark around? I need him.
Hey, Screamer. Have you seen Dark?
He's probably at his place. Come on, let him in. He's a big boy. He can find his way around.
You've got company, Vulture. A loner. Okay.
Flanking the enemy! I need cover! No enemy in sight! At ease! Stand down! Kill!
Hey, you're pretty good at this. We make a hell of a team. Keep going. I'm almost there. If you make it, I'll owe you one.
Position! Cover me!
Wow, that was fun. That smell really takes me back. I had a cap gun when I was a kid. A Mauser. So who might you be, unknown gunslinger?
I'm Skiff. You must be the guy who knows where to find the entrance at the old lab at the Cordon.
Wow. Not much for foreplay. You must be from the Oasis cult. So skilled and so stupid. Who actually trusts Sidorovich?
You think Sidorovich is lying?
Only when he opens his mouth. How do you think he found out about the Oasis? Stalker gossip? Maybe. That, and the documents I showed him. But as soon as our deal was worked out, I was suddenly no longer welcome in his little village. But the old fox's tricks are wearing thin. That's why the lab entrance I told him about was bullshit. Unlike the key in that package that never made it to his bunker.
You mean the decoder? I've got it right here.
You're a very resourceful guy, Skiff. And you're alive, unlike all of my men. Here's the deal. The lab's gonna be our joint venture. It's a real maze. But I've got a map of it, right here, in my head. In case you're thinking about shooting me and taking it. Besides, there's one lock down there you can't open without me. Not even with the decoder. I guarantee you won't get through it alone. Deal?
Why do you want to get into the lab?
Why questions are of a more personal nature. And our relationship is strictly business. That's why I'm not asking you why.
All right, I'm in.
You bet you are. Don't expect it to be a walk in the park, though. Head to these coordinates. There's something you need to pick up. It was meant for the bandits, but we need it more now. I'll be waiting for you at the lab entrance. There's a tracker in the stash. When you grab the stuff, you'll get the location. No rush. We can't take the elevator anyway. The power's out. All right, let me think. According to the map, the breaker is just behind this wall. Get there through the vent, and then you can go back through the door. It's connected to the same circuit as the elevator.
Yeah, I'm at the entrance. Let's get this done.
The gate's opening. What's that sound over there?
The alarm. I've got company, Dark. And the door won't open. Fuck! I'm losing your signal, Dark. I'm here, Dark. You all right?
Finally! I'm pinned down, Skiff. There's too many of them. But we've got a shot. We need to unlock all the doors. Look around for the security console. It's on the lower levels. After you use it, I'll make my move. Remember, you won't make it without me.
Some other time, when things settle down. I don't believe in luck. But I'll be damned if you aren't a lucky charm. This is just what I need right now. Open it. I've got your back.
I'm not looking to make friends. Skiff.
Skiff? You got some, curious friends here. Why are you here, Skiff? Dog had no choice. Unlike you. Who you working for? If you lie, I'll know it.
What do you mean, Dark had no choice?
He's a sea consciousness agent. Killing me was just a program planted in his head. Those who made it to the center of the zone got the short end of the stick. Their prize was either to join Monolith and protect sea consciousness, or become an agent and do their bit. The Stalker program. That's what sea consciousness called it.
What about Dark? What did you do to him?
I didn't do anything. It was the TVs. They're neurovisual programmers. Those previously affected by them can't survive another exposure.
I'm with Spark. They know what's really going on in the zone. Maybe they can help me find a new place to call home, too.
You're like a moth drawn to a flame, ready to get burnt to ashes. Scar's trained to follow orders. Clear Sky used to call the shots. That's when he almost got me. But who's he answering to now? I don't think you bothered to ask.
At least with Scar, I know what he stands for. But you? I have no idea what you want.
I want the zone to be left alone. All that common good Scar and Korshunov talk about is just a smokescreen. What they really want is to control the zone. Each in his own way. No. The zone doesn't owe anyone a thing. Realizing this made me an enemy to both the Ward and Spark. Now, how exactly did you find out about X3?
So the Mercs are your friends, then? You're playing dirty. You put a hit on Dark. Maybe others, too.
When you're fighting against everyone, you use what you've got. They were my backup plan. Since you're here, it failed. The zone is no stranger to death.
The doctor told me about X3. It seems like the two of you have some history. He sent me here to test a theory.
Caimano. Yeah. He helped me get to the center of the zone to take down C consciousness. Now he's using other people to fix his own mistakes. How convenient. He used to be part of C consciousness. He would have gotten into one of those pods himself if he hadn't escaped at the last minute. What kind of nonsense did he feed you? Something about the old experiments of the dearly departed and the data that might still be here?
Have you ever heard of the subtle matter theory? Kaimanov wants to test it.
Immortality in the noosphere. The C consciousness scientists are dead. I killed them. All of them. And took a piece of glass from one of their pods as a keepsake. It's real. And so were the bullets. Subtle matter is an induced illusion. A Psi radiation technology C consciousness used to manipulate people.
Induced illusion? Like Faust's phantoms?
Like the phantoms, the wage granter, the physiographs, the scorcher, or the shining zone. Do you want a peek? It's right here. You can grab the data the doctor wants along the way. Just be sure to shut it down on your way out.